Upbeat, energetic intro music fades under voice, okay? Stop, right now. If you're watching this, you're probably about to make a huge mistake. You've seen the price, you've seen the shiny pictures, and you're thinking, a full electronic drum kit from Carlsbro for how much? The Carlsbro CSD130. It promises a complete, affordable kit to get you started. But here's what surprised me. After testing it for weeks, I can tell you this kit is a trap for beginners. Therefore, you shouldn't buy it. And by the end of this review, you'll know exactly why and what you should get instead. For the best price on alternatives, click the link in the description. Let's dive in. So what is the CSD130? On paper, it's everything a new drummer could want. A sleek, black kit with a module boasting 225 sounds, 30 preset kits, a coaching function, and all the pads and cymbals you see. It connects to your computer, has a headphone jack, and even comes with sticks and a stool. The promise is simple, plug and play, but the moment you start assembling it, the first cracks appear. The construction feels light, and not in a good way. The plastic is thin, the joints are wobbly, and you get this sinking feeling you're building a toy. Therefore, the first major problem is build quality. It's like a politician's promise sounds great until you have to live with it. Let's talk about the heart of any e-kit, the sound module. Carlsbro says 225 sounds, and technically that's true. But here's the twist, maybe 15 of them are usable. The rest sound like they were recorded in a tin can by a drummer who'd never seen a drum before. The presets are a chaotic mix of genres with no logic. You'll go from jazz brush to death metal with one click, and neither will sound convincing. The cymbal sounds are particularly bad, more clang than crash. Therefore, you will be plugging this into a VST on your computer immediately. But wait, there's a latency issue we'll get to. It's the audio equivalent of a buffet where everything tastes like cardboard. Now, the pads. This is where the dream truly dies. The rubber playing surfaces are incredibly hard and have almost no rebound. It's like hitting a textbook. This is terrible for developing proper stick technique. A real drumhead gives, this just shocks your wrists. But it gets worse, the triggering. The snare pad and tom pads are okay for basic hits, but try a roll or a flam. You'll get missed triggers, double triggers, or ghost notes you never played. The hi-hat control pedal is a simple on-off switch. There's no half-open position, no nuance. It's either closed or splashing. Therefore, you cannot develop proper hi-hat foot technique. You're learning on a system that lies to you about your playing. That's like learning to drive in a car that randomly honks the horn. Let's address the rack. It's the wobbliest part of this shaky proposition. It's made from thin, lightweight tubes that flex and sway with any energetic playing. You're not going to feel like a rock star. You're going to feel like you're trying to drum during an earthquake. Tightening everything helps, but the design itself lacks rigidity. But the biggest joke is the pedal. The included bass drum pedal is attached to a tiny, flimsy pad. It has no feel, no weight, and the beater is made of foam that disintegrates with enthusiasm. I half expected a little squeak, toy noise every time I hit it. Therefore, you will need to upgrade the pedal immediately for any serious practice. So much for an all-in-one box. Connectivity and features sound good, right? USB MIDI aux-in headphones, but the reality is frustrating. The USB MIDI connection has noticeable latency when used with popular drum software. There's a slight delay between hitting the pad and hearing the sound from your computer. For a beginner, this is confusing and throws off your timing completely. The coaching functions are basic metronome exercises. Useful, sure, but they're not a substitute for the poor feel of the kit itself. Therefore, the features look good on the spec sheet, but are undermined by poor execution. It's a smartphone with a great camera that takes blurry photos. Who is this kit for then? Honestly, it's for a parent buying a quiet toy for a very young child who might bang on it a few times before abandoning it for a video game. It is not for a teenager or adult seriously wanting to learn drums. The bad habits you'll form from the unresponsive pads and poor triggering will take longer to unlearn than it took to learn them. But what if you're on a super tight budget? I hear you. Therefore, let's talk about the resolution. What should you do instead? First, consider the second-hand market. A used Yamaha DTX 400 series or an older Roland TD1 used will almost certainly cost the same or less. The build and triggering will be in a different league. It's the difference between a kid's tricycle and a proper mountain bike. Second, if you must buy new at this price point, look at the Donner DED 200 or the Alesis Nitro Mesh. They are not perfect, but they have mesh head snare pads. This is a game changer. Mesh heads have a much more natural feel and rebound, protecting your wrists and letting you develop technique. The modules are also generally better. The Carlsbro CSD130 uses all-rubber pads, which is an outdated and inferior technology for the price. Therefore, spending just a little more or hunting for a used brand-name kit is a vastly smarter investment. Don't buy a drum-shaped object. Buy a drum * kit *. Let's recap the fatal flaws so you remember. 1. Rock-hard, unresponsive rubber pads that fight your sticks. 2. Poor, inconsistent triggering that won't register your playing accurately. 3. A flimsy, wobbly rack that inspires no confidence. 4. Terrible, unrealistic built-in sounds you'll want to mute immediately. Put it all together, and you have a product designed to look the part in a photo, but to fail the moment you actually play it. It's the drumming equivalent of a movie set facade, all front, nothing behind it. Therefore, the Carlsbro CSD130 is a classic false economy. You save money up front, but you waste every minute of practice time on it. I know this sounds harsh. Maybe you're thinking, but it's so cheap. What do you expect? I expect a product that doesn't actively hinder the skill it's supposed to teach. A cheap guitar still has 6 strings you can tune. A cheap keyboard still has keys that play notes. This cheap drum kit has pads that don't respond correctly. It's fundamentally broken at its core purpose. Buying it is like hiring a coach who teaches you the wrong rules of the game. Therefore, please take this advice. Save a little longer. Search a little harder. Your future drummer self will thank you. Getting a kit that responds to you is the only way to fall in love with playing. This thing will make you hate it. So what's the final verdict? The Carlsbro CSD130 is an easy recommendation to avoid. It fails in the areas that matter most for a beginner: feel, response, and durability. It might look complete, but the experience is incomplete and frustrating. You deserve better. Your drumming journey should start with excitement, not with fighting your equipment. Therefore, close that browser tab on the CSD130. Check the link in the description for my current top picks for best value beginner e-kits that actually help you learn. You shouldn't buy the Carlsbro CSD130, but you should definitely get a kit that makes you want to play every day. For the best prices on those recommended kits, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Now go make some noise the right way.